Hey, welcome everybody to You Can't Make This Up. And man, I hope you're as excited as I am. And man, we need something to laugh about, don't we? Well, listen, we're gonna have a great time today. We're gonna start off with some real facts. It's definitely you can't make this up kind of day. You can't make this up kind of week. But first of all, I want to say hi to some people. Carol from Missouri. Randall is from Lincoln, Nebraska. Hey, Randall, I have friends in Lincoln, Nebraska. Let's see, I saw people from Germany. Wow. Nicole from Germany. Nicole, are you the Nicole that went to Israel with us from Germany? This is cool. By the way, you guys, I have an echo in my ear, if that matters to you. But I can still hear everything I need to. So that's okay. But let's get rolling. I saw somebody from Kentucky in here. And remember, send in your questions, send in your comments, send in your mean statements to me about my hat, about whatever it is. And we have new You Can't Make This Up cups. You want to know why we have these? Well, we got the new ones because they're really cool and you can see them real well. We found out the ones we had before, if you put them in the dishwasher, they're not dishwasher safe. They wouldn't break or anything. But so we have some new ones and they're really cool. You can't make this up. Cups, hats, shirts, and okay, you ready to roll? Let's watch this. This is RFK Jr. reminding us, well, Klaus Schwab said by 2030 you'll own nothing and be happy. Listen to what he says. He kind of he gives us the right perspective. They really are coming after everything. Check this out.
2 years ago, the average cost of a house in this country was $215,000. Today, it's $400,000. And the interest rates you're going to pay on that house have gone from 1% to 7%. So you're paying 10 times as much for that house you were 2 years ago. Mm-hmm. I have 7 kids. They're all between 20, 35 years old. They should be moving into their own homes. Mm-hmm. I don't know any of them or any of their friends who are actually buying a home now. And one of the reasons for why did the price of housing go up? Well, one, because of the inflation, because we spent $8 trillion on wars and $16 trillion on COVID, which we didn't have. So they print money, which caused the price of everything to go up. More importantly, there's 3 giant corporations, BlackRock, State Street, and Vanguard, which collectively, they own each other. So it's really one giant corporation. But they also own 89% of the S&P 500. They own everything. They've now decided to buy every single family home in America. So if they stay on the current trajectory, they will own 60% of the homes in this country, single family homes, by 2030. They literally are trying to buy everything. And the head of it, Larry Fink, the CEO of BlackRock, is on the board of that World Economic Forum, and what they've said, we want this great reset, which is you will own nothing and you will be happy. Well, they're on their way to making sure that we don't own anything. So you all probably have heard of people who are about to buy a home, and somebody comes in at the last minute with a cash or offer and snatches out of the market. Right. And it's usually an LLC with an ambiguous name. But if you trace that up, you'll find it's owned by BlackRock. Wow. And because they have a huge bank book, the cost of money and interest in them is tiny, which means they can outcompete your children. Well, your kids do not have a chance to buy that home because they can't outcompete BlackRock.
Well, I know you guys, you are astute, you pay attention to these things. These are not a surprise to us. Thank you, RFK Jr., for explaining that so clearly. So we're here in California, and what happened in LA with the fires, nobody being able to get fire insurance, listen, it's not isolated. Our fire insurance at our home has been dropped twice so far. And this is what it comes down to. Well, if you can't afford fire insurance and you're paying on a mortgage, guess what? I guess we'll just have to come and take your house. So you start looking at these things, whether it be environmental laws, or you just do as BlackRock does. If you wonder, you look at the price of everything now, rent is out of control. And the government says we're going to control rent, and that's a disaster. Rent's unbelievably expensive. Buying a home is near impossible unless you're making a heck of a lot of money. And it's pretty much anywhere in the world. I see people on here, so check this out. Michelle from Arkansas, Jason from Texas, Ann from New York, Juanita from Washington State. Wow, Pookie's on here today. Pookie, sorry I didn't get to your question the other day. Emilios Christos from Muskegon. Did I say that right? Michigan? And somebody says, hey, Tom, where's the Billy coat? Where's the Billy goat? Oh, the Billy Crone coat. Well, it's taking a break today, so maybe next time I'll be wearing the Billy coat. So there you go. So are you ready? We got to have some more. So this is the reality of it. I want to see that you can't make this stuff up. They really are going for manipulating everything so you'll own nothing by 2030 and you'll be happy. Are you going to be happy with the government running everything? There's some crazy people that are Marxists, like AOC and them. They'll be happy because, well, it's disgusting. All right, so let's go on with something else that you can't make up. Apparently, it seems like it's some kind of coinky-dink, but suddenly there's new cloud formations that have never been discovered until now. All of a sudden, new clouds. Why is that? Well, let's watch this incredible spin on a talking head who no doubt is one of the people that was paid through, Soros or your taxpayers or whatever it is. Watch this incredible spin that is put on why we see new cloud types. And don't you dare think that it has to do with anything like, the chemtrails or anything like that. Don't you dare think something like that because you'll be mocked. Watch this video.
I've got some exciting news to share with you. 12 new cloud types have just been added to the International Cloud Atlas, the first update to the Atlas in 31 years. You may have some questions. Where were these clouds hiding for the past 3 decades? There's a cloud atlas. Have I seen any of these before? Well, first of all, the International Cloud Atlas is actually a globally recognized source for meteorologists. First created in 1896, it has been a resource of cloud types and photos that has helped train scientists and sky watchers for decades. But since the advent of smartphones, we have a whole new perspective on the sky, and that's really what led to the recent update. Many of the new ads can be attributed to citizen scientists who share and discuss clouds by uploading photos to the Atlas's site. So, about the new clouds. Well, they involve clouds on all height levels and classifications, including rainbow clouds, roll clouds, and wall clouds, as us meteorologists have been unofficially calling some of these. The Latin names themselves are pretty cool. And speaking of cool, my favorite new ads? Let me start you off with the beautifully named Asperatus undulatus, often seen in Canadian skies. They almost look like you're viewing waves from underneath.
I've seen enough. She's really annoying. They bring on somebody with personality and says, oh, the beautiful new Asperatus cloud, and we have the rainbow cloud, and whatever else. This stuff is just nuts. So she goes on, I had to cut it off because it's kind of a long video. She goes on to talk about the chemtrail clouds or whatever. I can't even remember what she calls them. And then she laughs and mocks those who say there's such things as cloud seeding. Why did they suddenly, well, we discovered 12 new types of clouds. How did you do that? How many new genders did you discover too? Do you kind of think it's all part of the same game plan? There's a lot of deception going on. I mean, I'm just saying. I mean, why did they suddenly, well, we've never seen these kind of clouds, the kind that go like this, and then they go like this, and then all of a sudden you have these clouds and weird things happening in the atmosphere. And you're thinking, oh, it's global warming. But it's really cold out. Oh, that's global cooling. It's climate change. The nonsense, but listen, don't believe the nonsense. Where did the 12 cloud types we've never done? Why are they suddenly here at the same time that we have all these new genders? There's not just 2 genders anymore. There's thousands of different genders. Take your dog or cat to the vet, or your bird, or your turtle, or whatever you want, and see if the vet can identify any other gender that might be there. Speaking of gender, wow. Let's see. Oh, Jesus, let's go here first. If your credit score isn't 550 in China. You can't buy toilet paper? Is that true? I mean, I haven't been able to fact check that. That's what somebody just commented on here. We got to fact check that. That is crazy. 500, you can't buy toilet paper. I hope you have a good tree with some good non-itchy leaves. I don't know what else to say. That's just terrible. Oh, man. But terrible, terrible. No wonder why people stock up on toilet paper. Got to sell it to people in China. Anyways, okay. Back to all the different cloud types and the different gender types. Isn't it kind of strange this all happened at the same time? Well, check out this article. Let's roll with this one. Parents asked if newborn babies identify as transgender. Hospital operator claims questionnaire was created to comply with New Jersey law. So check this out. Let me pull this up here. Where is it? It's right here. I'm going to work through this with you guys, all right? So I had this great opportunity to be on with Ricky from End Time Headlines on his program. I'm going to have him over here pretty soon, but we were actually over there talking about this. I know many of you already know Ricky, but this is real. He wondered if it was not real, if it was fake. I actually did also. Is this like a Babylon Bee kind of thing or the Onion kind of thing? This can't be real. Apparently it is real, and the problem is the hospital knows they're going to be hit with a lawsuit based on certain things if they don't have something like this out there, thanks to the state of New Jersey. But also, you know, I haven't seen this in California yet, but I'm expecting it to come to California at any time. And in spirit, let me read a little bit of this to you, because really, again, just going back to, what's the title of this article again? Parents asked if newborn babies identify as transgender. That to me is just a little bit nutty. Okay, at Inspira, or 12 different cloud types that we've never seen before. At Inspira Health, our mission is to provide a safe and compassionate experience that improves the health and well-being of our community by placing the safety of our patients and the support of our employees at the center of all we do. And to enhance our ability to fulfill our mission as well as comply with recently enacted state legislation, we are requesting information below on your sexual orientation and gender identity. Please complete the questionnaire and return it to the staff member performing your registration. Okay, this is it's hilarious. We're requesting information on your sexual orientation and your gender identity. This is for a newborn. How's a newborn going to do that? It says here, patient name, newborn. I mean, how do you do it? I don't think a newborn baby can do it. Okay, anyways, date of birth. It's a newborn, right? How about like an hour ago? Okay, anyways, there we go. You ready? What sex was your baby assigned at birth? Male, female, female, male, prefer not to answer. Do you identify your baby as female, male, transgender female, trans woman, male to female, another category, transgender male, trans man, female to male, another category, gender queer, neither exclusively male nor female. Additional gender category, self-described, please specify. Prefer not to answer. I'm looking at this going, this world is in trouble. Just saying. Which of the following best describes your baby? Lesbian or gay? Oh, my dear Barbara, no doubt. I mean, straight or heterosexual? Oh, my baby's bisexual. That's actually, it really is on this. My baby, here's one for you. Which of the following best describes your baby? Another one, ready? Self-describes. Your baby's a newborn. Your baby's like an hour old, maybe 2 hours. Let's just give your baby 24 hours. Pretty confident. And by the way, you know, the way everything is going, it's just too awful. Never mind. I was going to say some other things. Here's one for the baby. Right, you're answering for the baby. Here it is. Which of the following best describes your baby? a category, right? You check the box. Questioning, unsure. I'm not so sure what I am right now. I mean, my goodness. I don't know what to say. This is just absolutely mad, this place where we are in this world. All right. I know what's going to protect us. It's the green energy is going to protect us from everything. Don't you just think this stuff's it's really demonic what's happening in this world right now? There's a spiritual reason for everything that's going on. The 12 different cloud types, and there's people that are dumb enough to believe it, and there's people evil enough to report it, and the different genders, there's people that actually believe this stuff. Listen, I'm telling you, it's demonic. And then the green energy stuff doesn't work. Okay, you ready? I'm going to show you this windmill, right? Watch this. Watch what happens to it. Very interesting. Okay, here it is. Looks like it's rather windy. Look at the horses running down there. You see them? There's some horses running for safety from, I don't know, is it a tornado or something coming? Watch the wind. Oh, man, did you see that? Wow. Wow, there's your green energy at work. Listen, I live in an area right over there, very, very close to me, somewhere between where I am and Bill Salas's. There's giant windmills everywhere, and they don't work. In fact, it takes like crazy amount of petroleum to make those things work. They are massive, they are huge, they don't last forever, and sometimes they blow up. And then now they have a huge problem with disposing of them because they don't have very long shelf life. Kind of like solar panels. They don't have very much shelf life. Okay, let's watch this. French politician demands Statue of Liberty back. Watch this. Let's see.
They want the Statue of Liberty back. So is President Trump going to send the Statue of Liberty back to France?
Absolutely not. And my advice to that unnamed low-level French politician would be to remind them that it's only because of the United States of America that the French are not speaking German right now.
That is great. Joe Rogan, that's fantastic. You got to love it. What a drop the mic, drop the hammer, drop the boom moment. Just remind that low-level politician over in France that it's because of America he's not speaking German. Exactly. Hello. Statue of Liberty. Let's start thinking of this. Going to give the Statue of Liberty back to France because they're bastions of free speech. Have you been watching what's happening over there in France? In Europe? I know we have a lot of followers over in Europe. And looking at free speech is just going down the tank. You arrest people for praying in public, unless you're Muslim. You can pray by the thousands and hundreds of thousands. You can have the call to prayer with Allah. You can do all that kind of stuff. It's okay. But if you go and you quote John 3:16 near an abortion clinic, you're in trouble. If you just silently pray somewhere near an abortion clinic, just pray. They'll throw you in jail. And bastions of free speech. You want the Statue of Liberty back? Yeah, just remember why you don't speak German. Huh. All right, check this out. Look at this. This is some good news. Got to show this to you. Ready? This is Astronaut. Some good news. Some of you think astronauts don't exist. I know. I've seen a lot of the videos. Anyways, let's watch this.
For all the product of our life experiences, and this extended business trip of yours certainly qualifies. What is your life lesson or takeaway from these 9 months in space? Well,
in answer to your question, I can tell you honestly, my feeling on all of this goes back to my faith. It's bound in my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. He is working out His plan and His purposes for His glory throughout all of humanity, and how that plays into our lives is significant and important. And however that plays out, and I am content because I understand that. I understand that He's at work in all things. Some things are for the good. Go to Hebrews chapter 11. Some things look to us to be not so good, but it's all working out for His good for those that will believe. And that's the answer. So thanks for asking.
That was great. Had the wrong scripture address. That's Romans chapter 8, verse 28. But he had all the right content that was there, and the rest of it was correct. And you look at that and go, praise God. Jesus is on the throne, regardless of all things. And everything's coming together. I'm glad that we can have a little bit of fun on Thursdays. Let's get a few more things. But by the way, Nicole, thank you. That's very encouraging. We do have followers and friends over in Europe. Nicole says, we love you here in Europe, Tom. Thank you very much, Nicole. As I mentioned, that is very encouraging. And listen, you guys have, Canada, we have a lot of friends in Canada and Australia, New Zealand, land down under, and these areas are hit. But Europe right now, you guys in Europe, you guys are in a crazy spiritual war zone. And man, there's so many people that just don't really understand what is going on in Europe. Man, you guys have it tough. You guys got it really tough. The devil is zeroing in on Europe. And I personally believe it has a lot to do with eventually coming out of Europe is where the Antichrist is going to come from, the revived Roman Empire. A lot of people want to argue about that. That's fine. I'm really good at arguing that point if anybody wants to. But nevertheless, God bless you guys over in Europe. All right, so many people, Obama fans, are against Doge and why do you think people are so bothered about Doge and what Elon Musk has been exposing? Why do you think that is? Maybe it's because they're being exposed. Remember, Paul wrote, the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. The love of money, it doesn't say money is, but the love of money is. I'm thinking, people have been caught with their hands in the cookie jar. And Elon Musk has exposed them, so they're burning up Teslas and whatever else they can do. Terrible things that are going on. Nevertheless, guess who else was a fan? Obama was a fan, and his followers were a fan. I'm going to show you a video. Obama's actually going to say it. When Obama was president, he wanted to do the exact same thing. So, and remember, Elon Musk used to support Obama. So you look at this, you start following down the train, down the line, you go, Obama said we're going to do this. Elon Musk comes along and does it. All of a sudden, the people with their hands caught in the cookie jar are going, you can't do this. But they sure loved it when Obama was talking about it. All of them did. Remember years ago, Oprah, she used to love Trump. Remember all the people that used to love him? Yeah. Anyways, hey, before I show you that video, though, I'm going to show you with Obama. Here, I want to ask you if you would like, subscribe, and share this video. It just helps us. I know this may offend some people, but that's, it's just, we live in a world that gets offended. People get offended by the Babylon Bee, and it's just all parody. That's what it is. Anyways, whatever. Okay, if you would like, subscribe, and share, it really helps us get the word out. If you haven't already subscribed to this channel, and if also you would turn on your notifications so you get notified whenever we have a new posting, which there are a lot of different videos. A couple more things. Again, I'm going to show you the Obama video. Then we're going to head to the tip of the week, but also visit the Hope for Our Times website. We have a lot of cool stuff on there. And I'm not going to announce that yet. Okay, I'm going to announce something really cool. By the way, we also have a video. We're doing a series of documentaries right now that we're posting. We posted one for the Melchizedek Temple in Jerusalem. We have more videos that are coming. We really want to do some documentaries on those things. Tom, are you still going to do your live chat from Israel to the Orlando conference in a couple of weeks? Yes, I am. Thank you very much, Tim Goy, for asking me that. So check this out. So I leave for Israel next week. A tour group is coming in. I'm excited about it. I know that the Lord is the one who keeps Israel. He neither slumbers nor sleeps. Listen, Israel's going to come out victorious in all that's going on. And Israel seems to be taking more and more land. I can't wait to see all of you who are also going to be with me. But I do have 2 live streams for 2 prophecy conferences. The one in Orlando, I'm actually live streaming them both back to back, one and then the other. From Galilee is where I'm going to be because of the timing. Both conferences happen to be running the same weekend, and I have the time slot within an hour of each other on both of them. So looking forward to that. One's in Indiana, Calvary Chapel, Lafayette. Pastor Joe Bell, that's going to be a fantastic conference. Erwin Lutzer's going to be there. Man, I'm trying to think about Tommy Ice is going to be there. He has some outstanding speakers. And then Orlando, of course, with Prophecy Watchers. And Mondo Gonzalez is going to be interviewing me from Orlando for that. So, yeah, I'll be doing live stream from Israel. Appreciate your prayers. I'm excited about these things. Okay, what else was I talking about? I forgot. Oh, yeah, Obama video and his Doge plane. He didn't call it Doge or whatever you call that thing. But it was the exact same idea. Watch what Obama has to say about this. He liked the idea, so did his followers, until now, when their hands are caught in the cookie jar. Watch this.
Everyone knows that getting rid of the deficit will require some tough decisions. And that includes cutting back on billions of dollars in programs that a lot of people care about. But what should be easy is getting rid of the pointless waste and stupid spending that doesn't benefit anybody. Waste we should be getting rid of, even if we didn't have a deficit. Sure, some of these cuts aren't that big, but no amount of waste is acceptable. Not when it's your money. Not at a time when so many Americans are already cutting back. Just as families are living within their means, government should too. Did you know the federal government pays for a website devoted to a folk music ensemble made up of forest rangers? They're called the Fiddlin' Foresters. I'll put their music on my iPod, but I'm not paying for their website. And there are hundreds of similar sites that we should consolidate or just get rid of. By the way, you're not only paying for websites no one needs, you're paying for thousands of buildings all across the country no one uses. For the last decade, the government's owned a massive and completely empty warehouse in the middle of Brooklyn, for example. Now, the government hadn't been able to sell this building and others like it because of red tape and Washington politics that held things up for years. But we're finally cutting through all that and plan to get rid of these buildings in the months ahead. We need to step up our game. We need to go after every dime. We need to make government work for you. That's why, starting today, I've asked the Vice President to lead a renewed effort to hunt down misspent tax dollars in every agency and department of this government. We're calling it the Campaign to Cut Waste, and I know Joe's the right man to lead it, because nobody messes with Joe.
There's a new standard by which the government is going to function from this point on. The American people are entitled to transparency. Look, a lot of this depends on new, sophisticated methods, but it also, we know, depends on relentless focus on making this a priority. Focus that can't be delegated. We're holding ourselves accountable, and we're deeply committed and focused on making government function better. We're not just eliminating fraud and waste. We hope to be instilling an entire new culture that not only our administration, but every succeeding administration will in fact pursue. We're going to give you the government you expect and deserve.
Well. Now that there is focus and dealing with it, and their hands are caught in the cookie jar, including the Biden family, AOC, I'm thinking Chucky Schumer. I mean, now that people's hand, it's interesting, Obama and Biden said, we got to do this. Now that things are being done. It's also interesting when you look at it from this perspective. So Trump, listen, he's not, he's seems to be pro-abortion. He seems to be pro-LGBTQ stuff. So he's definitely not the conservative that he's made out to be. And Elon Musk certainly isn't. So it's kind of like it's just a different type of Democrat that's in the office right now, becoming under the name of being a conservative. It's just so different from the last 4 years and what the deep state was doing. They're actually doing what Obama said he was going to do and Biden said they were going to do, which I don't think they ever actually intended to do because they all knew they had their hands in the cookie jar. Trump comes along with Elon Musk. Their hands weren't in the cookie jar, and they're flipping everything over, and people are all upset, and they're burning Teslas and threatening people's lives who own Teslas. Terrible, absolutely terrible. Hey, Pookie. So, Pookie, good to see you. Sorry I didn't get to your question the other day. So, Pookie says, Tommy James is crying you are leaving for 2 weeks. Pookie, do me a favor. Tell James he's going to have to cry a little bit longer because I'm not leaving for 2 weeks. I'm going to be gone for longer than 2 weeks. So you let James know, tell him to put that in his pipe and smoke it. So there. Seriously, I got Israel coming up. It's going to be absolutely fantastic. And then we also have a footsteps of Paul tour coming up, and I know many of you are going to be on these two, one of these two with us. Daniel, Joe's the only one who could play hide and seek with himself. With himself and never win. I don't want to comment on this. You're so mean. I can't believe you would say such things, Daniel. Hey, okay, come on. You got to admit it's fun to do these things, right? And by the way, just so you guys know, we are viewer supported, not supported by any church or organization, and just really appreciate anybody who wants to come alongside Hope for Our Times and partner with us. We have, and I want to say this also, we have every Sunday morning, I would invite you to join us on Sunday mornings. We're in the Gospel of John right now on Sunday mornings, and in the life of David. Many of you watch that. But go. I have a mini prophecy update every Sunday night, and then the life of David. Right now we're in 2 Samuel, and it's great. And it's verse by verse through the Word. Sunday morning we're in John. Sunday evening, life of David, verse by verse going through the Bible. I would love to have you join us for any of those. We now have over 75 home groups that what they do is they get my notes from either Sunday morning, Sunday night. They get the outline from my messages, and then they also get questions if you want to lead a home group or something like that. And those are all free. It's absolutely free to do that. And you're thinking, I want to do that. Listen, join us on Sunday mornings, join us on Sunday nights. And then, so it's totally cool. Also, some of you do this, some of you don't know about it. People say, how do I subscribe to Hope for Our Times? It's free to subscribe. Just go, you can click on subscribe, and you get an email from us every Tuesday. I do a devotion. It's just, we're going through the book of Psalms right now. It's real short, only about 5 minutes long. Devotion through the book of Psalms, we're doing that. You get my newsletter. You also get some of my friends, things that they've written. Could be a Bill Salas, could be a Joe Kerr, could be lots of different people. Stephen Schmutzer, could be lots of different people that write these things, and maybe a Don Stewart. But we have these different things that are available to you guys. I would encourage you to come on over. We also have a link to Don Stewart's website where he has, I think it's 66 of his books. They're all available, free download. He has books on eternity, what happens 1 minute after I die. It's just amazing the different things he deals with. So check it out at the website, hopefourtimes.com. And again, if you want to come alongside with us, we appreciate it. I'm going to get to the tip of the week in a minute. But if you want to partner with us, we do a lot of things for free. And if you like what we do, we have missions in Mexico that we've started, helped to start, and help to keep going. Involved hands-on. I don't believe in just sending money to places. I believe you got to be hands-on. In fact, visiting Jerusalem next week, it's some hands-on with ministry that we're starting to work with over there in the old city, which is great too. Sea Wife says, dream come true to go to Israel with you next week. Woo, man. It's going to be over the top good. It's going to be exciting. I can't wait. I'll be meeting you. Can't wait to meet everybody that's going to be coming on that trip. By the way, I'll get to the tip of the week in just a minute, but also we have a Seder in Southern California. It's a Passover meal. Bob Probert's leading it. He's absolutely fantastic, engaging, funny. You learn, you have a good time. It's interactive. We have dinner that is it's a catered dinner for the event. Really good catered dinner. Josh Aaron, we're bringing him all the way in from Israel, and he's going to be leading us in private worship for the event. That's on April 18th. It's Good Friday. Southern California starts at 6 p.m. It's going to be absolutely terrific. And it's not going to be on any YouTube channel. It's not going to be on our own website, Hope for Our Times. It's not going to be televised. It's not going to be videoed or anything. It's only for those who are in person. And if you can join us in person, it's not a big venue, but we would love to have you. All of the proceeds go to the ministry outreach that we're working with in Jerusalem now in the Old City, where both Jew and Arab are getting saved, and it's really cool. But if you want to join us, it's all about the gospel, right? It's like, hey, let's give people there the hope of the Lord Jesus Christ. And on Thursdays, we like to have a little bit of fun. And again, Sea Wife, looking forward to seeing you and everybody else. Okay, Pookie says, Tom, hope to see you on his channel tonight. I am going to be on his channel tonight with Lee Brainerd. By the way, on his channel now, Lee's going to be joining me once every couple of different times a month now over on his channel. That's pretty cool. He's now my new regular co-host along with Dennis Swick. Dennis, founder of his channel. Oh, something else for you. I'm going to be broadcasting from Israel. Some of you are with me. You're going to be in some of the videos. I hope you don't mind. But we have some, we're going to do, we got great stuff. I'm not even going to tell you everything that's coming. I'll tell you this much. Palm Sunday's coming from Israel. Easter's, Resurrection Sunday, excuse me. That's also coming from Israel. Life of David, a couple of them are coming from Israel too. It's really exciting. One of the Sunday morning messages from Gospel John, it's coming from Israel. I'm excited. Can you tell that? All right, enough of that. Look at this. Look what Air Canada did, and then the tip of the week. Check out Air Canada flight map. Look at this. Air Canada's flight map erased Israel. They labeled it Palestinian territories. So, I've flown Air Canada before. They've been a good airline. Looking at this going, what a shame. And, like when you're flying, you get the screen in front of you and it has map. If you get, it's like you're watching your plane go really slow across the world, and that can drive you crazy. But getting over to Israel, labeled Palestinian territories. No, folks, you can't make this up. What is the tip of the week? Let's see, what's the tip of the week? Before you criticize someone, here it is. Walk a mile in their shoes. That way, when you do, you're a mile away and you have their shoes. Isn't that great? You got to love that one. Hey, that is funny. That's funny. Nicole, our Israel tour was great. I thought it was you, Nicole, from Germany last year. Enjoy your time this year, Tom, and everyone going. It was great, wasn't it, Nicole? Fantastic and safe too. Nicole learned. It wasn't even that long ago when you were there on that trip, Nicole. Hey, by the way, Pookie, don't forget to tell James what I told you to tell him. Too bad, so sad for him. Hey, God bless you, everybody. Looking forward to seeing you in Israel, from Israel, all that kind of stuff. Join me Sunday morning and Sunday night. Think you're going to love it if you don't yet. See ya.